Welcome to Battle English, where the pen is mightier and the language is the true battleground. There will be 3 rounds. Round 1, critique combat. Round 2, grammar gauntlet. Round 3, lesson showdown. Remember, this is a fun, friendly, educational battle. Discussion of topics, questions, and answers is encouraged. And for everyone watching at home, you can learn more about Battle English at WeSpeakEnglish.com. In today's battle, we have Geoff Anderson, aka Fluent American, aka the Flue-tenant, taking on Colin Munro, the Silver-Tongued Brit. The judges of today's battle are Gideon from Let Them Talk TV and Jason, aka Fluency MC. Hey guys, are you ready? Let's go! Lesson showdown. Are you ready for round 3? Here are the topics that you can choose from to make a video lesson about. Judge Gideon, can you give us your 2 topics?
Here are my 2 topics. Number 1, terrible T, how to pronounce the letter T in English. Number 2, email English, beyond dear and sincerely.
Judge Fluency MC, are you ready to give us your topics?
I'm ready. So my 2 topics are construction vocabulary and never use double negatives. How to understand double negation.
I think I'm going to go with the double negative one. I think that's something I can do the most interesting work on in a short time period. I was hoping there'd be something on tenses there because I've been doing a lot of work on that recently, but unfortunately not. But I'll go with double negatives.
Is there another reason why you chose this topic?
Well, I think Geoff would be very good at these, the first one on the T's. I don't know if that's what he'll choose, but I definitely think he'd do a better job than me on that. So I'd rather leave that to him.
Okay, well, Geoff, question is, what topic do you choose?
I guess I'll pick the T's. I'll do the T's. I've talked about it a lot, but that's fine. I can do another video on T sounds. That's fine.
Since it has been insinuated that you might.
I dabble. It was between the T's and the construction. But I think, because I'd like to do also something I can direct students to, and most of the students who come to my channel are already kind of focusing on the pronunciation aspect. So I feel like in terms of what's most beneficial in the long run, I feel like the T video is probably going to have the achieve more goals for everybody.
Great. Now remember, you have 4 hours to send us your video file. We've given you the address to send the file to. The video should be about 10 minutes long. It must be your original work. You can use visual aids, but they must be created by you. No prepared material. Points will be awarded for creativity, clarity, accuracy, and effectiveness in teaching the topic. Now let's see who can make the best video lesson. Good luck.
Tiny, little, mountain, dentist. What do all of these words have in common? It's the T, but they all sound pretty different from each other. Why is that?
Warning. In British English, this will not apply.
In American English, what we find is that there are 4 different T sounds that you commonly hear. The one that you're probably the most familiar with is the T, T. That's your initial T sound. When a T is found at the start of words, it very often makes this T, T type sound. You can hear the breath escaping. The way to make that sound is to have the tip of your tongue right there touch the top of your mouth around your ridge and your top front tooth. And again, it sounds like T, T. A note, though, that you can also get this same sound with maybe a little bit of a lower placement in the more natural breath position with the tip of your tongue actually down against the bottom of your mouth, like t, t. Can you hear a difference between those? T, t. Now, this T sound typically occurs when the T is at the start of a word. Tight, ton, tooth, tango. But it can also be found in the middle of words, especially when it's part of the stressed syllable. Intention. But the reality is that that T sound is just not the most frequent T sound that you're going to hear when native speakers are talking in North America. Instead, they're going to usually choose one of these three other options. The silent T is what it sounds like. You're not even going to hear the T at all. This typically occurs when the T comes after the letter N.
Let's practice.
I'm going to say a word twice. The first time with a T sound, and then the second time with a silent T. Repeat after me. Center, 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 center. Advantage, 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 advantage. Interview, 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 interview. International, 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 international. Now you may be thinking to yourself,
But Geoff, this T actually sounds okay if I pronounce it, like international, center, dentist.
and it's true, native speakers will also pronounce it those ways as well. We're just talking about some very, very frequent alternatives that you can also start using, and it can give you a more natural sound as well. One sound that this commonly gets confused with is a held T, where essentially we block off the breath on the T sound so you don't get the T. This typically occurs when a T comes before an N sound, often at the end of a word. To demonstrate, I'm going to say a word twice. The first time is going to have a regular T. The second time, a held T. Mountain, 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 mountain. Cotton, 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 cotton. Eaten, 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 eaten. Written, 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 written. One thing that can often separate this held T sound from what you will hear in British English is that, and maybe you noticed it, there's still some air that moves through. You don't get the t, t, but the air doesn't stop completely. Compare. Cotton, 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 cotton. Written, 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 written. Mountain, 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 mountain. Do you notice that even with the held T, you can still get movement of breath? It's just that we're not getting that t, t, t. So you don't want to block the air completely. You still want to be able to flow basically to your next vowel sound, which is that n. This is like mountain, cotton, eaten, forgotten. See how the breath is just able to keep moving. The held T sound can also occur, though, when you have a T at the end of a word. Cut, 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 cut. Sit, 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 sit. White, 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 white. The held T also occurs when you have a T that comes before a consonant sound. Sit with, sit with, sit with, sit with. Batman, 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 Batman. Dirt bike, dirt bike, dirt bike, dirt bike.
But there's another T sound
That may even be more frequent than these, and that is called the fast D or the flap T. Basically, what we want to do is we want to pronounce like a D sound, but very, very quickly. Because don't forget the fundamental rule of American English. We want air to keep flowing. And if you make that D sound too strong, you're going to block the breath and not get the sound you want. This fast D sound occurs when you have a vowel followed by a T followed by another vowel. Eats it. Eat it. Eats it. Eat it. Wrote it. Wrote it. Wrote it. Wrote it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. This fast D sound can also occur when a T comes before an L sound, typically a dark L. Here's a bonus tip. When you make the dark L, try experimenting with having the tip of your tongue down here against the bottom of your mouth behind your top front tooth. This might help you to get more air through. Little, 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 battle, 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 brittle, 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 brittle. This fast D sound can also occur when you have an R, then a T, then a vowel sound. 40, 40, 40, 40, party, 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 flirty, 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 flirty. Let's get some practice with T sounds now. I'm going to show you a sentence, give you some time to think about how you would say it with these 4 different T's, then say for you a possible answer. It was a little lucky he got it. It was a little lucky he got it. That wasn't the mountain I wanted. That wasn't the mountain I wanted. I don't know if 2 kittens are better. I don't know if 2 kittens are better. "2010 was not my favorite. 2010 was not my favorite." Which of these T sounds did you find to be the most difficult? Be sure to let us know in the comments.
Okay, that's round 3. Stay tuned for the judges' final decision. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss the judges' final decision and our future battles. Click subscribe now.
Learn more about Battle English at WeSpeakEnglish.com.